darlings, welcome to Tammy and Bert's Utopia. How wonderful to see you. I'm so happy to see you. How have you all been? I want to say a special hello to Logan, who's my new subscriber, 63 I have now, and he's number 63. And thank you very much, Logan, for subscribing. I hope you get a little bit of enjoyment out of what I do with my silly old tiaras to put a bit of a prettier light onto mental health. So that's why I wear my tiaras. So how's your week been? Well, I have to say, today I just couldn't get my head around what to do for a video this week. I haven't had any major health issues or any major mental health issues or anything to talk about and talk through that you can help me with, and maybe I can help you with. It's all been just going along kosher and very easily, which has been good. The one thing I have had is that I remember a couple of weeks ago I said that my foot was sore. I woke up and it was sore. Well, it's actually broken. So I've been walking on it for 2 to 3 weeks now, and I had an X-ray and ultrasound yesterday and was told the news. And oh look, honestly, there's nothing they can do for it. He said it's just one of those stress fractures and it will heal on its own, and it just gives me lots of pain and I have to stay off it for a while, which I hate because the girls and I love to go and do a walk. And we can't do our walks at the moment because I have to rest this foot and can't put the weight on it. Also find I can't drive much at the moment because it's the accelerator foot. So that's a bit of a nuisance, but well, at least Bert can drive me where I need to go. So that's good. You've always got to look on the happy things, don't you? Try and stay positive. You know, what are the good things about this? Aha, well, if it's raining, I don't have to feel bad for going out and not walking because I've actually broken my foot, so I need to rest it. So anyway, that's been about my only drama this week. And my brother-in-law's over in St. Louis at the moment. He's having a wonderful time with the 4th of July fireworks. He said he was going over to those and with his daughters and grandson, so he's having a lovely time over there. I'm very happy for him. Bert's working in the shed on things for the big house that Richard's still working on, so he's keeping himself busy. And as you know, us ladies in our freedom years, we don't have to really be very busy on anything. There's nothing that we have to do. My days are filled with whatever I want to do, which is a wonderful thing. I don't have to watch the clock like I used to, and it's freeing. It's so freeing, but it can also get boring. So I'm very, very lucky I have Simone, who rings me every day. Come here, Lucy. Come here, darling. Come on in. And I have to say, as soon as I start feeling a little bit depressed, I do either have Millie or Lucy that come to me. Lucy's getting very intuitive now. She's Bert's little dog, but she loves me too, don't you, darling? Yes, but Simone rings me every day and we have a chat, so I'm very lucky to have Simone, who's always constantly there. So I've been trying to keep to a routine more this week. We have our normal thing where we have our coffee in bed every morning, and then we get up and we have our breakfast, and I make a pot of tea on the table, and that's our normal morning breakfast routine. And you've got to keep those routines going, don't you? Because it's so easy to slip into things where, oh, I'll sit in bed for a little bit longer, and before you know it, it's 10 o'clock and all of that. And I don't do that. We get up, we get going, even though the day doesn't have to be a lot of things to be done. You know, you have to keep going, don't you? There's the birds to feed and the puppy dogs to feed and things like that. And so just life has just been going on this week. And what about your life? What's been going on in your life? Is it anything unusual, anything you want to talk about? Do you have any questions you'd like to ask me? I'd love to answer some questions if you've got any. And yes, I've been following a lady called Lisa Wanderess, and she's got this beautiful F100 or F250 and a vintage caravan, and she travels all over Australia, and she's travelled all over America as well. And she's absolutely amazing. She plays the saxophone so beautifully, and she's so inspiring. But she also has her own mental health problems, and I can relate to that so much, because to be quite honest, today I am feeling really like, what is the point of doing YouTube? My life's so boring, why would anybody want to watch it? And I don't have anything that's uplifting sort of to say today and to say this week to give you a bit of hope, because my mind is just going around in those circles. And I've watched the video again that my dear friends Jose and Ahiranta put up for me on the Happy Life Show channel about depression, and that really helps because it is your mind. Your mind lies to you, and it makes things worse because it just keeps saying the same things over and over again, but they get worse and worse. And before you know it, you don't know what the first thing was that we were upset about, because your mind just goes from one thing to another to another. And it's so hard to stop that negative thinking. I've got rid of all negative people in my life. Not that I had very many, but people that were always very depressing, in the respect of that they run down people and talk badly about their loved ones. I can't take that, because to me life's too short, and my closest partner and my closest person, of course, is Bert. And I couldn't think of anything worse than sitting there and just running Bert down, because we all have faults, for goodness sake. I have heaps. I mean, look, where would I start? Where would I finish? But you have to love and accept everybody for as they are, and realise that we're not perfect. None of us are. And we make mistakes. And we have to forgive ourselves for those mistakes. And we have to move on from those mistakes. It's very challenging, because I feel like I'm a really, really bad person, because the beloved family member has cut me off so much, and I haven't seen the grandchildren, and now the Easter bunnies have gone out of date, and the Easter chocolate's gone out of date that we brought for them, and it just sits in the cupboard, and it just makes me sad. But at the same time, I can't get rid of it because it's theirs. So like I say, every day seems the same, and I think, well, why do I bother? Who would want to watch my videos? Nobody's interested in what I'm doing, and I've been at it for a while now, and it feels like there's not much point to continue going on with it. And then something will spark in me and say, well, look, I might help one person today. So get up there and say that you have those days where you think like it's not going to be worth it, but you can just soldier on through the day and get through the day. So my strategies today have been diamond dotting, but not that I've done any yet, but I will be doing some very shortly. And yes, just trying to stay focused on one thing, because my mind is everywhere at the moment and it just won't shut up. I'm very lucky that we've got our puppy dogs. Millie's asleep on the couch. I've given her lots of cuddles this morning, and I've got Lucy sitting here with me, and she's very good too, and she knows when I'm upset, just like Lisa's little pixie angel knows when she's upset. So I don't know, I just had a feeling like, well, what's the point this week with doing a video? So this is my what's the point of doing a video. And if you can give me any points as to why you think it's worth it for me to do, I'd totally appreciate it, because I'm feeling like it really, why do I do it? Nobody really can learn anything from me. So I'm in that sort of mind frame at the moment, and I just can't seem to get myself out of it. So I have to go and pick up Millie's pills soon. She's had to have another 2 scripts filled, and we have to go to the vet to collect them in Sturt Street, and then we have to pop in and get some vegetables at the mushroom farm, and then we'll be coming home and getting tea organised, and then that'll be another day gone. I don't know, guys, darlings, what do you do when you feel like, is it worth it? You know, like, what's the point of doing anything? Because that's how I feel at the moment. What is the point? Every day seems to be the same. Nothing changes in our world. And, you know, I don't know if it's boredom, monotony, or what, but the freedom years can also turn out to be the boring years. And I don't want them to be the boring years. Believe you me, I don't want them to be that. So I've got to snap myself out of this and get something to look forward to. So anyway, I'll say goodbye now, because Bert's coming in and he's about to be noisy. And hope that you have a good week, and that everything is well wherever you are in the world. Please leave me a comment, like, share, subscribe. It doesn't cost anything just to push that little button, and it sure makes me feel happy to see an extra subscriber there. So thank you, darlings, and lots of love from Ballarat. Please take care and God bless. Hello, darlings. Welcome to Tammy and Bert's Utopia. Well, this week I've had one of those sort of weeks that have just come and gone like all the others do, and not much has happened, and I really don't know what to post about this week.